night. At this time, we want to welcome Mr. Pope on this special edition of Cross View. You're highly welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Moderator Mwambo William. We also want to thank our million viewers out there for consistently staying put to watch gentlemen with a vision of national building. And I want to welcome my co-panelist, Dr. Busi, who is always there, and of course, Mr. Njomo Cyril. You are welcome, brothers.
And also on the platform, dear viewers of Cross Views on CMTV, I want to say we have Dr. Busi Ernest. You are highly welcome to the platform today.
Thank you, my honorable moderator, for always bringing this program on set, because we are here to preach good governance. Thank you, the crew of CMTV. I want to salute the boss of CMTV and the crew, that they have been doing a marvelous job for nation building, and I appreciate their effort to build Cameroon, because I see the media still remains the fourth arm of government. And may you permit me, Mr. Moderator, I want to give some international news. Mr. Mwambo William, it's very sad to see that about 10 pupils were burned in a school in Tanzania, in a dormitory school. I asked myself, children between the ages 6 to 10, how can they stay in the dormitory school? What are the kind of values that will be inculcated in the life of such children? So I want to say my condolences, and I feel the pain of those who died and those who are in the hospital. I pray for speedy recovery, because in our educational system in Africa, we need to retailer it, because children below the ages children of the ages 6 and 10 should not be seen in the dormitory schools. And lastly, Mr. Moderator, a tight meeting was held, administrative meeting was held today in the Northwest region, headed by Adolphe Lele Afrique, to continue with the Operation Clean Bamenda. And the Operation Clean Bamenda this time around by the governor of the Northwest region, he reiterated that it will reach the subdivisions and the villages. And I pray that Mr. Governor, the days ahead, may you rethink, because Bamenda is becoming a tension and a war zone. Thank you, Mr. Moderator.
Yes, that is one of our key topics that we are going to begin with. But first of all, let me introduce Mr. Njomo Cyril on the platform. You are highly welcome to Cross Views today.
Thanks, Mr. Moderator Mwambo Williams, Exteki. I want to greet first my co-panelist, Dr. Busi Ernest, the University Emerging Dawn, or should I say, one of the finest that our generation is recording amidst them. But also Pope, the engineer on the platform, Pope Bertrand, who more and more is giving us joy when we follow his researching and analytic perspective. We are only proud that the Boya tomorrow will definitely have analysts at the expectation of the people. And you elected viewers, you are now growing in thousands. I want to tell you thank you so much. This some 2 days ago, we took a taxi, and inside the taxi, one of you who have been watching us for a long time now and like our program in silence, beg to pay our taxi fare, and it is out of humility that we told you, yes, please do, and you said you were very happy to do so. And that alone give us joy to renew our presence on this platform, and we call on you to contribute to the number that will be surfacing very soon. I would like to comment on 2 things before I give back the floor to you, Mr. Moderator. First, today was Ghost Town in Buya, and we still noticed, maybe with a lot of disappointment, that shops were closed. Some few months ago, we saw a very dynamic mayor, and in collaboration with the divisional officer, coming out every Monday to unlock shops. I want to ask them, where has the enthusiasm gone to? Could it be that the 6 pending months that mayors have not received salary since their entry into office is already weakening Barrister Mafani the Lord Mayor of the Buea municipality, who was nominated and not elected by the people. Well, I just want to stay and think that things will change. And secondly, and that might be the last before I give back the floor, Mr. Moderator, is to say that the Biya regime are now sending police officers and military men on the street to intimidate Cameroonians ahead the peaceful protest that the Cameroon Renaissance Movement announced in order to remove Mr. Biya on the throne.
Yes, before we begin, I want to have, gentlemen, your views on this. We know Nana Akufo, the former president of Ghana, has taken over the leadership in ECOWAS with all the troubles in that zone. I don't know, what's your take? Although we shall be having it as a main topic, maybe in the next edition, what's your take about that?
Personally, the case of Cameroon is on my heart, and I have little time nowadays to follow international events.
Yes, if you look at Nana Akufo coming up as the current president of ECOWAS, do you see a country like Mali, a country like Ivory Coast having some serenity giving his speech?
Well, African policy will always remain the same. Institution will just change hands, but for decision making it will be difficult because, like I've said it here and I was on other platforms, they have a motive. The African policy have a motive to protect their colonial masters. No matter how the drums play, the dance steps will always remain the same. Mr. Moderator, I don't have a lot of intake on that, but I believe that African ideology is the same until the youth take over.
Dr. Busi?
Mr. Mwambo Williams, when you look at West Africa, you discover that when you look at democracy and the respect of the rule of law and the constitution, is better in West Africa than in Central Africa. And I've watched Mr. Nana Akufo